Hello, hello, hello. Is this thing on? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Once again, live on Twitch. It's Saturday night. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Once again, live on Twitch. You're tuned in into another episode of Bose 831 Gaming live on Twitch. You're tuned in to Bose 831 Gaming's Twitch live stream series where we're playing Farming Simulator 22 Premium Edition, and we're on the Alma, Missouri map. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, night, or whatever it is in your neck of the woods or in your part of the world. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. And without much further ado, let's get right into it. First of all, we're somewhat picking up a little bit from where we left off on the last episode of the series. Really didn't do that much off camera other than just a little cleanup here and there. Um, and I guess I want to first of all start off with a little bit of an apology as we ran into some issues on the last episode of the series, and while I didn't completely rage out due to some of the problems that was having, I was not on some of my best behavior during the last episodes, at least as far as my standard is. But that's sometimes just some of the what you run into in the Farming Simulator 22 and in just Farming Simulator games in general is things don't always work as you might like for them to, and that's why a lot of times you always typically want to try to test things out before you go live and before you create content or things like that. But because I'm doing these episodes most of the time real time, I don't always have the opportunity to set up for a plan for everything that might come up during an episode. So you definitely will sometimes run into those situations when you're doing things live. Saying all that to say that I did have opportunity to go back and do some testing after the conclusion of the last episode, and we're gonna kind of do like a redo, if you will, on some things we touched on last episode. We're gonna kind of retrofit some of the stuff we did. We are probably gonna go ahead and get rid of some equipment that I don't think we need right now, like this little. Well, we'll keep this just in case. We don't really need that. Testing 1 2. Hopefully I'm back at it and back online. That was totally unexpected. I didn't get any warning about a low battery or anything like that. I did not know we were that low. How do it know? Alright. Before we jump into it too tough tonight, just want to make sure. Let's see where we're at. Okay, in last week's episode, one of the major things that we did is we purchased the TLX 82 special truck for the farm. We sold the Mahindra, but we ran into issues trying to get the TLX 82 to do what we needed it to do. But it turns out that was more just operator error than any issues with the mod or anything like that, but just not having the time to go out there and test that bad boy out to see what it does and this sort of thing and that sort of thing. So we can go. We're gonna go back in here. We're gonna kind of redo that whole thing all over. So we're gonna go in here, and this is Modest by 82 Studios, of course. We're gonna go in here and grab the 82 again, and this time we're gonna do it the correct way. We want the long box version, well, the open frame version. Well, we'll start with the long box, but we're gonna flip over to the open frame because the open frame is what we're gonna need to do some of the things that we want to do on the farm. And depending on the engine selection, determines the overall horsepower of the vehicle as well as how it sounds. We want the one with the most the version with the most horsepower, but we want diesel, so we're gonna go. Let's see, with the 79, the 585 kilowatt, 795 horsepower diesel engine. That's another $12,000 wheel brand. You know, we're Team Michelin, so we're gonna go right to the Michelins. All right, wheel setup. Standard design 1, design 2, standard 2. We like that one. That's that 5-star style, and we know that's what. Those are my favorite style of rims. I love the star rim, 5-star type rims. Packages. Let's see what the options are for packages. You got standard, design 1, design 2, design 3, design 4, standard. I don't really know what's changing here. Oh, I guess the trim on the truck. Excuse me, that gives some wheel well trim and all that, so standard's fine for that. Exterior colors, we have standard, we have limited, vintage, dark, design 1, design 2, design 3, design 4, standard. We'll keep it standard there. Hood standard, yeah, that's good. Bumper standard, cabin extra standard. But these are some of the. Oh, we got a floor runner there. Oh, that's a running pipe. Design 3, standard. Okay. Risers, yeah. Color set standard, limited. Color set vintage, dark, sport, standard. Metal sight standard, limited, vintage, dark, 2, sport, standard. Bed extras, toolbox. For now, let's see, toolbox with stripe, roll bar with stripe, top with stripe, animal protection, long box only. And protection cage, long box only, bed extras, toolbox. We'll do the toolbox, exhaust right, both, double right, both 2. Pallets auto low, yeah. Daylight lights, emergency bar, bumper, roll bar, combo 1. Combo 2, combo 3, combo 4, lights, combo 4, 3, combo 2, no bar, bumper, emergency bar. Actually, mirrors, towing mirrors, winch, yes. But actually, we want the, going back to the top now, we want the version, the configuration of the sheriff, because I still want to do the sheriff configuration, because we like the sheriff with the farm dog, and so we're going to go with that version. Just want to make sure let's see, we want the sheriff. So go ahead and get that. But actually, to show off what we want to do right now, we're gonna buy this version. Alright, we're gonna grab that from the shop and make sure this time that it does what we want it to do. And we're gonna go right back to the shop. Right in there. And dealer customize. Okay, now we're okay. Why are we locked out of the menu there? Okay, why is it bugging out? I did this earlier this week. What was it that we had going on? It's really weird in the menu. Yep, it's doing it again. Alright. Sell it. Let's try this again, shall we? We'll get it figured out at some point. Let's see. Now, where is it? Alright. We want the 82 special. Yeah. And we want the sheriff open frame version. And we'll grab that one. Wait. Going back to the options that we had before with the, so we want the diesel engine with the 795 horsepower, the Michelin tires, and the standard 2 5-star rims, exhaust dual, which is both, pilot auto load, daylight no, mirrors, towing, and winch on the front end, most definitely. Alright, and let's see if that gets us what we want. Now, go back and take that to the shop. Reconfigure, or once you purchase it, just look at that configuration, you can't move back and forth. Yeah. So this one, I'm kind of stuck with what you got because trying to go back in there, get locked out in the menu. So whatever you got, pretty much whatever you buy, that's what you buy. All right, but here's the deal. What we also tested off camera, and I now know that at least this part of the deal works, is this truck works with the a lot of the TLX attachments from 82 Studios, including the TLX 3500 attachments. So, but this setup pretty much has everything you need for the most part. You can use the skate if you want to, the flatbed if you want to tow as a gooseneck with a gooseneck configuration. You can use a skate bed and also switch between the different configurations, and this is going to meet most of the needs for what we would be doing. So we're gonna start off with the skate bed. Let's see. I just want sure. Let's see what versions. Liquid tank, livestock transfer. But we'll just change one of the things I want to make sure of here though. Standard. Configuration standard. And you know me and my blues, so I'm always gonna rock with the blue when I have option to select blue. There's a question of which blue. It's blue new age. Is that what color the truck is? I'm not sure. I think it's Phoenix blue aged. Alright, so that's 82 skate bed. We'll go ahead and, but I still want to test one thing out before we get too far in there. So we got the sheriff's open frame configuration. That's, I guess I'm going to have to change the colors on that a little bit because we can't change the colors to the sheriff truck. So, let's see. Go here to the shop, jump right in. Okay, now we get this menu, but we can't make any changes there. Doesn't look like. No. Now can we customize? They will let us make changes to the skate bed, thankfully. And the tank, I think we'll just keep it jet black or, yeah, onyx black. In fact, we'll do the whole thing, just keep it in that whole theme of black, beige, customize. Alright, so we know we can configure that for whatever I need application needs are, and we only have 2 applications we're going to need for this truck. Farm is one you're seeing right here, and that's tanker setup for the truck. So we're going to go ahead and take that on to the farm, and then I'm going to come back and show you the other configuration that we're going to use. And we only need those 2 particular configurations, at least for how we're going to use it currently. The second configuration right to use immediately. Some other stuff I was looking at off camera that we want to do to kind of maintain our production chain. I'm going to go get some of that stuff knocked out right now because there's a few things that I've been neglecting as far as the production chains are concerned, and before we roll into the winter season where we won't be doing any farming activity for a while, about March, taking care of animals and getting through the winter season. So, now that we got this set up, out. That just parked those same little area where we had the Mahindra stuff. We'll head back to the shop. Right now I'm just doing the sheriff version of the truck. I may switch it to a regular version at some point down the line. I just love the little sheriff library, but there's a whole ton of options you can get in the truck. I showcase some of them, but there are many more. There's different variations you can get, but it's just a ton of options you can get. That you definitely want to check out that pod and download the truck and configure it for whatever set of options that are right for you. It's a crazy amount of customizations that are available on this. If you notice, if you've been watching our previous series, you know this one's a lot more stable than other favorite 82 Studios truck, TLX 2020. Always been my go-to for Power Simulator 19 and now in 22 for many episodes. Alright, so back to the shop. Then I'm going to go to miscellaneous again. And this time we want to go to some of the TLX 3500 accessories. Now, that's the 2020. We want to go to the TLX 3500, and the 82 setup is compatible with the XL accessory. So whenever you see these with the XL designation, all of these implements are compatible with the TLX 82, and we want to right now focus on this guy right here, the 3500 Tipper XL. We want to do right now we'll start with the extended configuration. Lighting, we'll do both the work lights and the beacons, strobes, yes. Attachers, adjustable. We'll do adjustable, cover, standard. Cover, yes. Design color, let's see. For the cover, since we're doing black on the truck, we got to keep rocking with that black theme, I think. I just want to make sure that that black kind of mirrors what we already have for the truck. And we're going to go ahead and buy that. Okay. And we'll pick that up in the shop. There it is. We have everything we need to rock and roll. I think it's a little weird as you see the lights kind of clipping through the top of the dumper there. That's a little weird, but otherwise it's pretty good. Looks still a little squirrely, but that's because we don't really have a lot of weight right now. Definitely a lot more stable than the TLX 2020. Now we have everything we need to operate on our main farm. Getting all the way up to 90 miles an hour, 3 miles an hour, 90, so we can really that was unintentional, but still kind of cool. Still boogie all the way up to 90, 92, 93 miles an hour. That's so amazing. If you want to, go ahead and garage. It's a little long for the garage. It fits. It's in there. Nice. Just for future reference, role play or whatever. It's cool. Nice to know that we can do that. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and get to the next set of tasks at hand. Here's the other thing that I kind of realized as I was going through here, looking at my silos, and I didn't really realize that I had all these different materials in my silos that I could actually be using now for my production chains. I don't have to be storing them and sell them, because that's not what we're doing here. Remember what I said at the beginning of our series? Our focus was going to be on support for the animals, support for our production chains, and not just base regular farm operations, at least for the sale of farm materials. So here in these silos, you see we got, in this one we got 105 liters of corn, 73,000 liters of wheat, 68,000 liters of oat. This one we got another 154,000 liters of wheat, another 77,000 liters of oat, and 11,000 liters of sorghum, which is used to feed the chickens, so we can hold into that. Most part, and then this other silo is completely empty. Just not really being super overly familiar with how these type of silos work with when you're using this auger setup. I did not realize that these are basically three separate storages, so you got to move the auger setup between the different silos depending on which materials you want to utilize. They're not all connected in one gigantic silo, so you can just load and unload from one separate point. You got to move between the three. And I did not realize that. With that being said, we're set up on this setup right now, so we're gonna go dig in here, and we want to deal with the wheat and oat. Or do we want to do the corn first? Let's go ahead and get the corn out of there. So let's get this out of the way. Go ahead and get the stuff out of silo number one. First, before we do that, we gotta jump into our auger. And we gotta move that bad boy around. And get it set up and in position at a different grain silo. God, yeah, I have to admit the controls be a little daunting because it's very limited control. You really just have a front and back, up and down. Alright, so are we lined up? Appears not. So we back up, drive back up. And then we want to lower, so that's your up and down. I think that has our access in there, right? Yeah. Alright, so we got that part. So we can jump out of there, I believe, and go over to the other side because the second part of this process is we gotta move this auger around. That's why I may have to rethink my placement of these silos I have over here to the side. But let's see, because this one does to the slight angle, so I can probably just slide that in here. Alright, so now we got the wheat, barley, oat, and the corn is what we want to dial up first. So now we go back to 82, Elite Special. Should be able to drive that boy right up there. Get that out. Start filling corn. Alright, now I think we got it set on realistic numbers, so that's going to get us 12,000 liters. Take that. Do it realistic this first pass, and then we're going to go to unrealistic configuration and go ahead and move all the contents to these silos so we can have that many trips. I don't want to get this stuff done tonight. Advancement series. Right. Production change, so we have a lot of issues that we need to address and kind of knock those out right now. So that our productions are being supplied adequately, so we can produce without any unnecessary bottlenecks. Gotta let it. Turn the lights on. There we go. Alright. So let's see, what do we want to feed first? Let's look at our productions real quick. Let's start with the corn. No, the corn dryer has 395,000 liters of corn stored. So do we want to go over to our grain mill? We got 219,000 liters. So let's just go ahead and make sure we max that one out first, and then we'll rest the dryer once that's maxed. 12,820 liters more in here. And we'll see, it should at, there you go, 232. So just as a small change in horsepower, just need to get some of this truck. So we're going there. Before we leave the area or do any other thing else here, we're going to go ahead and address one of the other production bottlenecks I noticed right while I was just flipping through the menu. You can see we got some issues here. Cornflower's in the red, materials missing. And you see what we're missing here is sugar for a few recipes. Cake, because looking over at the materials that we can produce, cake, pumpkin pie, apple pie, sweet cornbread, all in the red, and that's because they all require sugar. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and address that, and I'm going to do it in the most expeditious way, if you will. We're going to go to our palettes, and I'm going to go to our liftable pallets section of the thing, of the pallets menu. And we're looking for liftable sugar pallets. So make sure we don't see them. And make sure I don't miss them. Grape juice. Okay. Just want to make sure I don't miss it. Although sugar has the sugar pallets have a pretty distinctive look. So when I know it, when I see it, there it is. And we're going to start with the Crazy 8. And hopefully I didn't grab too many. Normally we would do this with forklifts and whatnot, but we're just going to kind of eyeball it and hand carry them over there. I don't know why I got the stuttering bit going on here. This is, we're going to the bakery, right? Drop that off. Let's see what that does us. $9.99. Actually, I wonder. Let's test it out. Quick idea, theory, real quick. To the turn these are pallets, so that might have been this might have been an opportunity to test the skip trailer. Check that out. See, because I haven't tested the skip trailer's pallet functionality to kind of see how that works, and that might have been an opportunity to take a quick look at that. Sugar 7. We'll come back and do that in just a bit, but I just want to go ahead and loosen up that bottleneck. In fact, yeah, we'll do half of these now, and we'll swap out the trailer and just see if that skip trailer will work with these. Because sometimes it might work with the regular pallets, but not these liftable pallets, because the liftable pallets seem to not be compatible with everything in game. I don't know why that is, but it's just one of those issues that you run into in the game. And as we've also exhibited in previous episodes, even if you have liftable pallets, that don't mean everything that is compatible with liftable pallets is compatible with that particular set of liftable pallets, depending on who made the mod. Which not all liftable pallets are universal. So there's that. Yeah, we'll just drop those off for now. And that gets our bakery back in full steam. And the only thing that should be bottleneck, the clothes is just bottleneck because the fabric, the spinnery, and the wool shipping are just not feeding them fast enough. But the wool shipping is also out of wool, so that might have something to do with that. Although the spinnery has enough material to be feeding the tailor shop in a timely manner. So just keep an eye on that. We may need to buy a couple of wool pallets if the sheep aren't giving us enough to keep those fed like they should be. So we'll leave those for here. We'll come back and do that little skipjack test to see what that looks like. So first of all, let's just go to this part of the shop here and do a little configuration wizardry here. Looking at the TLX 3500 Tipper XL. We want to do customize configuration in Unreal. What's the forestry do? Oh, I got you. No bad. Do the Unreal configuration. Hit customize. Yep. All right. Now we attach it. Hit on. Let's go grab the rest of that corn. Just gotta be careful and watch my speed limit, man. It's easy to really haul, but alright. Now I'm gonna lose control of it. Got a little too hot there, and it's just turning about big moments. Alright, the contact, main farm. Another 92,000 liters there. Field rate's not that fast, so it's taking us a little while to get everything loaded. We're sitting at the something percent here, so should have more than enough capacity to take everything that silo has, and at least as far as the corn is concerned. Like we got it now, 2,000. So okay, so we got our next big load of corn. Except this time we switched the truck to the unrealistic configuration, so we won't have to make as many trips back and forth because Rush just works. There's no need to see it that many extra times unnecessary. I know how it works, so we know what the process is. What I might do is just get a truck for each farm, just in different configurations, so you can see a little bit of each. Alright, so we're back on site. We're going to the main wheel first. That we have. Let's see if we have enough to max that out, or we. Yep. So that's maxed out. The rest of it will go the dryer. And the dryer has, I think, about 1 million liter capacity. I think it is just about 1 million, or may have even been a hair over that. I forget exactly what it was. I did test it out a while back, but I don't recall what the exact number was off the top of my head. But I know it was up there. But the dryer doesn't go through corn or propane that quickly anyway, so that's next up we're going to deal with our wheat and our oat situation. So we still do have a few more trips to make as far as here, and then we'll be speeding back and we'll move on. Got those operating here. The other thing I just forgot about that I testing was an auto load into the truck bed without having a trailer attached. So we got the truck bed version of the truck. I'm sorry if I'm kind of rambling. I'll show that off. Alright. Wait, grab what's next out of here. Let's see, start filling. Sweet. Oh, 17,000 a week. What's next up? Again, the delivery takes some time. Get as much as we can. Minimize the number of trips we have to do. Out wheat from that silo, but they're not done yet. So we're gonna move the auger over to our second silo. Because again, we're trying to minimize the number of trips we gotta make back and forth. And we're gonna line that up. Get that primed. Fill this bad boy up to its max capacity. Remember, the thought process is always to work harder, but also smarter. That's it. To the grain, tab down to the grain mill and it's wheat. Alright, and that's maxed all the way out. The grain mill can also do oat flour. So we want to also make oat. Supply there now. We're about to supply it right now. Crash again, that would have been crash counter plus student because I got to do +1 with the original crash that we had earlier. Alright, so now for this situation. Oh no, there's still wheat in this silo, correct? Yeah. So I just want to make sure all the wheat's in there and then all in one. Yeah, so we are gonna have to move this one. Alright, so that's in place. And now we should be able to drive here and unload into this silo. Again, the load and unload rates are not super fast, but still does the job. So we got that out of the way. Still got well over 155,000 liters of wheat here, ready for when we need it. But now we just want to pull 77 to 82,000 liters of wheat out of here. I mean, oat out of here. Oat is also used to feed the horses, but we only have 2 horses, so they're not going through oat anywhere near that fast to even be concerned about it. Alright, there we go, 77,000. I gotta move the truck out of the way and bring the auger over to our first silo here. And we can put it at an angle now that I realize. Thankfully they do sit at a slight angle to the inside. Start filling. So you got another 64,000 over here. Probably will be making multiple trips for boat site. Alright, so that's all she wrote. And we're off. Grain meal. into the grain mill. And we're gonna unload goat. And we'll go over here to the production change menu, and we're looking for the grain mill this time again. Let's see, we have an option for oat flour. Go ahead and activate that. Now we can also produce oat flour. So we have sorghum flour, oat flour, wheat flour, and if we go barley at some point, we'll have that as well. Stop this main farm and we'll grab a second load of oats. And maybe we'll skip back. Yep, that's probably where we'll bang. Crash down to +3. I'll let it go and crash down. Gotta see. Like I said, faster the truck gets a little squirrely, and then when you correct it, automatically brings you into overcorrection situation. It's kind of the balance kind of off a little floaty. Let's go grab some oats. Filling 33,000 liters there. Okay, we got that 33,000. Let's check our silos and see what our silo situation's looking like. We still got that 155, 104,000 liters of wheat and 11,000 liters of sorghum. And in the middle silo, the first silo, we should be rocking on E, right? Let's see. Yes, the silo's empty. Only the middle silo has any contents right now. pretty decent. It's a little out of control when you go too fast, but hey, that's exactly what should happen. Alright, got 33,000 liters of boat. Hard to control this truck on this road is because it's not very level. A lot of little dips. Rises that can balance the vehicle. Up to speed. Swap out our trailer. Skip. We'll do a little configuration. Configuration management. Customize. And we'll do pallets auto load. Customize. Etch. And head back to the shop and see if the figure pallets will work. Yes. Auto. there. Almost on location. Yes, it does. All right, it works. Awesome. That's all we got. So let's go ahead and here is unload. So I follow right away. What the dilemma here? One, two, get on the road is picks it right back up. So we can't unload it that way. We gotta unload it at the sale point. Fair enough. So let's try this. That way we at least get some of our money back. that money back. And so we're going to need to pump up the clothes production situation here. Not see what cheap production distributes automatically. So I just thought about that. There's no need for me to do that because that's set to distribute automatically no matter what. Anyways, and we got plenty of wool being created that's in storage in the spinnery to be distributed. It's just not, I don't know why it's not going to the tailor. See if we can move here. Snap funks. It's just try boosting the middle of the production chain with the spinnery, although it's already got 3,000. That's a problem. We'll do a little bit of both, I think. So let's go pallets, liftable pallets again, section. And what are we looking for? Raisins, mineral feed, sunflower, trail, wool. Okay, where? I think it would be all paper products, prefab wall, table, potato chips, expansion. Okay, where's my stuff? Barrel, wheat. So we got wool, sugarcane, strawberries, raisins, poplar seeds, solid fertilized olive oil, milk, lettuce, honey, herbicide, grape juice, furniture, flour, liquid fertilizer, fabric. There we go. Let's just do a couple of them. That's won't break the bank. I guess we should have only done one at a time. Sure. Oh, got that answer already. Sure. Oh, we already have that answer. Alright, so that gave him something to work with at least. Now looking at my production chains, only thing that's bottleneck at this point is our pigs. Purchase one more instruction for our people. Got a wrap. We gotta get rid of this truck. This. Off earlier, but alright, and so awesome stuff. But now we're gonna go ahead and grab our second truck. And again, it's gonna be another 82 special, baby. But we're gonna do the XL version this time, I think. Well, that's the only difference between the 82 special and the special XLs. One's a twin cab and one's not. Let's see. We've got configuration long box, short box, limited, vintage, sheriff. We've seen the sheriff version already. We also have a fighter version, short box, long box, open frame, workhorse. It's just with a more powerful engine. There's your limited edition with the rack on the back and vintage. Alright. Thinking I might like this little vintage config. Actually, let's go back to the special because we don't need the. It's just me and my. We're not gonna be riding anybody around in it, so we can just get the regular version. But do we want the vintage, sport, sheriff open frame, firefighter, open frame, short box, Long box, frame, workhorse. Limited is with the bars on the back. Vintage. I'm liking the vintage, but just we're gonna have to change those colors and the engine setup, obviously. Uh, Old gas engine's fine, but we want the one with the big horsepower. Um, we always rock with our Michelin tires. We'll set up standards fine, cabin extras. Longhorns. And three, standard. Let's do design three, man. Them Texas Longhorns got me. And then we'll do the little runners on the side, running board on the side, bed extras, toolbox, of course, toolbox with stripe, um, roll bar with stripe, topper, topper with stripe, and a protection box, protection. We can always configure that later. Toolboxes right now is all we need. That's as old school as we can get. Palette auto load, yes. I'm not sure what the daylight does right at the moment, but lights, emergency bar, bumper, roll bar. We don't have the roll bar. I'm on one. I'm on two. Yeah. No winch on this one. Principal, stripe, topper, extras, rim color. Don't think we can change the color here. If we go with the vintage, and that's the only thing I don't like with the vintage is I wanna that color scheme is not what wanna rock with. So we may have to limited go with the limited. Does the limited let me change select the colors? No. So with those configurations, you're locked in. So I might just have to do this way. I want to be able to select my own colors. Towing mirrors. Bed extras, toolbox, both. Color sets, standard. Color sets. There's the bumper. Design 2, design 3, design 4. I gotcha. Design 4 gets you the gas can on the back. Design 3. Design 2. Set up standard. Yeah. Mouse type. Sport. The extras toolbox is also done. Daylight. Don't know what that is for sure. Well, let me make sure we got all the lights. Combo 3, combo 4. What does combo 4 give you besides? Oh, it got surrounding. Yeah, we want all them lights. Like them all. Towing mirrors, winch we got, and okay, so there's the stripe. But we actually want that to be white. Pearl white aged. And principal to be Phoenix blue aged. Because you know my colors. Alright, so there we go. And I think that's the one we want. And that's our second 82 special, except this one's going. See, the sounds quite a bit different. This is the old gas engine. And this one's going to the big one. This one all the way up to 96. Alright, now we got a long stretch of straight roads. We're going to do the windings all the way up. Boy, look at it go. Max is out at 96 miles an hour, but it's crazy. Something out. Let's see. What other videos? Hauler. So let's see. Loading. sure why that is. Oh, do you have to have the skate bed for that? That's interesting if that's the case, but I thought I saw on one of the YouTubers I was watching where he just had the standard bed and it was doing it. That only shows diesel though. Maybe it wasn't, but I thought I saw. I guess you still gotta have the tipper for hauling grain and whatnot, but I could have sworn I saw um, maybe that was just a pallet auto load. Alright, so switch that back on. I just also haul grain and other materials like that, but I guess not. As far as the pallets auto load, I'm just not sure what pallets auto load. Still like the truck, still. And I think we'll go ahead and do our screenshot right here. I gotta figure out if I'm gonna use the skate or I might use the flatbed. Because at least with the flatbed, let me see here. There might be some other different configurations we could do. There's with the flatbed. Although I don't know, I think even with that, the regular bed I got now, we could still bring in a gooseneck if we need to. So what I can do, now that I think about it, is just get a trailer that has the gooseneck, and that's gonna still solve the other issue that I'm kind of slightly disappointed on here. Just gotta find the right one. Probably you want to use the 82 Studios gooseneck. But I still have that one installed. I don't know if I do or not. Yeah. Gooseneck with a frame. Flatbed. Bells. There we go. Taper body, log ports. Yeah, then I can just modify it as needed. The small flatbed, probably use that one. Just want to make sure is that the 40-inch, 40-foot, 30-foot is that's long. Wait, this is the one that was 82s, wasn't it? Yeah, I think this was the one. Extension. Ramps, unrealistic, basic. I like that one too, but just the other one just seems a little more. That was only 9,500, while the other one's what? $15 grand. All right, so this one's worth it. All right, so we'll toolbox. Yeah, like that. Steel deck is wooden, sustainable wood. Steel deck. I like the steel deck. Blue. No, we don't have no deck. So there's no deck to stain. So that's just by flat right over. Gooseneck frame. Gooseneck with rear hitch. Rain closers. Fine. That's fine. Wish we had thought about this before we left the shop. Okay, well, I want to take me back to the top. Fight lead, all over wheels, tipper body, log forks, liquid tank, slurry spreader, so that will literally do everything I needed to do. Alright, now we just want to flat auto load bells, and we'll go ahead and buy that as well. And that'll go along with the truck. Pick that up from the shop. And that will reside on this floor as well. Went to the shop, trailer, bring it out to the farm. pig farm. Gooseneck and all. Configure it as needed for the needs of the farm. So we got one set up here. We'll probably do something similar for the old cow barn setup. So that way we don't have to have that dedicated to 3500. So we're dedicated water tanker setup where we do right now. We'll probably give it similar trailer configuration to what we have here. Configuration for what we need for the animals and supported see how fast we get up speed with a gooseneck on the back. 66, 7, 70. Right, rocking and rolling. Made it all the way back. Gotta love it. Definitely not park this in the garage. Let's see. In and out. Might be a little tricky. I think we can actually manage it. This is the wrap up. The episodes to this series will be uploaded to my YouTube channel in their entirety. Same thing applies there as it does for the other social media platforms. Like, comment, subscribe, and what you like. This has been Jose 831 Gaming from this 2022 edition. Alma, Missouri.